when I started telling people news and crap, and I'm uploading daily with all kind of stuff, I thought I'd never have to say the words Vita, because that thing's been dead for. I mean, I have 2 Vitas, by the way, and I love them very much, because I wanted one Vita that had the US store and one Vita that had the European store, because you couldn't just switch instantly. Sony had to put some asinine work. It's just anyway. So this is Vita news. I actually have Vita news, and this is bananas. So with that being said, I don't know. It's something about memory cards. I didn't know they were still selling them, or I don't know. Maybe they're trying to say that they're expensive now because they stopped making them, but I don't know. We're gonna find out. So, new PlayStation Vita memory cards prices are getting out of control. New is the word that made me confused, but I kind of get what he means now upon reading it again. By new, he means like still in their, CIB, unopened. But they were made a long time ago. Anyways, so I have like 4 Vita memory cards, I think, so we'll see. Well, there are still PlayStation. Come on, if you didn't think the PlayStation Vita was going to be expensive, anything that bombs just goes crazy in price at some point. So, anyways, well, there are still PlayStation Vita cards out there for purchase. Getting a brand new card for the handheld can cost a pretty penny. The PS Vita is still out there and playable. If that's something gamers want to get their hands on. However, it turns out that if someone felt some nostalgia for the Vita and wanted to get a new memory card, which were already expensive when the thing launched, they might find they'd have to pay a pretty penny for a brand new one. There's a reason for the cost of the PS Vita memory cards. There was a time when it looked like Sony was putting its mobile console out to pasture. The company had planned to shutter the online store, and it has become a bit difficult to find a unit for sale. It's also not easy to find a memory card to use in those units. Still, however difficult it can be to find, the prices for a brand new memory card for the Vita is starting to look a bit outrageous. I can't wait to see how much they cost. There's an Amazon listing right under this. If I scroll down a bit, I want to know how much it's going to cost. Oh my God. Here we go. Holy shit! Jesus Christ! A quick search for a PlayStation Vita memory card on a retailer like Amazon shows a price tag in the hundreds. In fact, some of those cards cost as much as $245 for a 32 gigabit card. However, there are ways to find cards that are quite a bit cheaper and that will work in the Vita just as well. Because here's the thing about, oh my God. Dude. I just realized why they're expensive. Like, okay, so Sony released those cards at an already outrageous price when the console first came out. And people were upset about that because it was proprietary. And like with everything proprietary, it's going to get a shit ton more expensive when it's out of production. Biggest example of when it comes to this is the Nintendo GameCube. So Nintendo GameCube has component cables, but only Nintendo makes those component cables because there's some security, some security thing on the cable that you need Nintendo cables for them to work on the GameCube, and those cables are expensive as a motherfucker. And if we go just to eBay, everybody's not favorite site, and we search Nintendo GameCube cables. I should have wrote component. Yeah, I should write component. Component. There you go. Now, what is this? TV component, blah, 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 blah. So these are the official ones. Look at that. Look at this nonsense. Okay? $330, $300, $340, $300. And these are like, they're not even the American ones. These are the Japanese ones. I don't own these. I tried to buy them. I can't buy them. They're too expensive. But the Japanese ones have 2 cables and the actual ones have 3. So that's why I had a couple of chances to buy the Japanese ones, but I stayed clear from them because I was like, is there a difference? Am I going to regret buying the one with 2 colors instead of 3 colors? But yeah, $450 basically. So it makes sense why the Sony cards would get to this. Oh my God, I have like 4 of those. That's like $1,000. Holy shit. Anyways, The real question is whether or not investing any money in the Vita is wise these days. Yeah, you just need one. Or maybe they're expensive because people want to download the games and because Sony might pull another, we're going to shut down the store again. I don't know. Anyways, let's shut up and finish the article. The real question is whether or not investing any money in the Vita is wise these days. Well, the PS Vita store got a reprieve and is staying open. It is staying open with some real caveats, including the fact that it won't be getting any new games. That means that anyone who wants to get themselves a new memory card to play games in the mobile catalog, they better be willing to play titles that have been out there for quite a while. Dude, what does that mean? Like, old games are still fun. Like, a game doesn't stop being good just because it's old, you know? Like, God of War 3, it doesn't suck now because, I don't know, like, it's a PlayStation 3 game or that there's a remake out there that everybody loves. God of War 3 still kicks ass. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like, or Uncharted, you know, like Uncharted 2 is on the PlayStation 3. That's like one of the best games ever made. But even when it comes to like Vita games, Vita has a lot of great games that are out. They're still amazing, just as they were when they came out. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. Anyways, one of the reasons these memory cards can get so expensive is because the Vita can't just take any memory card. Yes, that's the Sony bullshit. Much like the Nintendo Switch, the console uses a proprietary card, and these days, there simply aren't that many out in the market. That doesn't mean that someone looking for a Vita memory card has to pay through the nose. A quick search of eBay shows that there are some out there for the reasonable price of $24.99 a piece. Once they do a bit of shopping and find a way to stay away from the price tag that is, quite frankly, ridiculous, as there are plenty of classic games like Uncharted, Golden Abyss that are well worth the time on the PlayStation Vita. And there you go. I judged this guy too quickly. You know, that's the, you know, makes sense now. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, so that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense. If you do something dumb, Sony, well, you know, they don't give a shit. They made money off of the Vita, even though it wasn't successful per se. But yeah, they made it. They forgot it. They're making new shit. They don't give a shit. It's annoying for us people who still want to play games on the go on the PlayStation Vita that we have to deal with crap like this. And that's insane. But I'm not going to sell my cards because one day the store is going to shut down probably, and I'm going to have to download as many games as I can on my memory card so I can still play them on the Vita after the store shuts down. But whatever. So, yeah. With that being said, for those of you who are watching, wherever you may be in this world, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time in another video. Take care and have a good night.